Okay, now for vault. So the first one, beginner will do 1 foot to 2 feet, jump on the springboard, land back on the springboard. So start at the back of it, point your foot where you want to go, which is forwards, and then jump your 2 feet together and straight jump and stay on the board, don't travel off of it. In intermediate, they're going to do straight jumps blocking the wall on the springboard, so you will move the springboard closer to the wall. And as they're jumping, they'll high-five the wall, so wall, feet, so they're just blocking the wall as they jump. And then in advance, they're going to hurdle straight jump backwards, landing on the floor where they started, so they can take a step or two if they want to. Hurdle, jump on the springboard, and then keep their chest behind them. That way, when they jump, they travel backwards and land back safely on their feet. You want them to jump with their chest landing backward. That way, they have enough momentum then to move forward, so they have enough time to get it to the right angle. If they jump and they bend straight over, it won't get there, so that's why we're having them move backwards. Next, beginner will do butt runs on the springboard, which is a different one. Intermediate will do high knees on the springboard, and advanced will do push-up blocks on the springboard. So feet on the floor, hands on the springboard, shoulder shrug hard enough that you start to bounce. The next one, beginner will fall forward and reach for the wall, so hands start by butt. Fall forward towards the wall, and when they get to a point where they are going to have to reach for it to catch themselves, arms go up, and their arms are straight, and they stop themselves on the wall. Intermediate will do handstand shoulder shrugs against the wall. Their back faces the wall. So if you need to help them kick up, you can, but you shouldn't have to with them being an intermediate. Back against the wall, and they will shrug their shoulders. And advanced will do arm swings to ears with the black band under feet, so they're not using the wall. They'll stand on that really long black TheraBand, one handle in each hand, and then they will swing their arms up to their ears to help with their body tension. Next, on the medium box, beginner, I'm doing that every time I want to say advanced. Beginners will do heel drives on the medium box, so hold the box at the end out in front of them and heel drive. Intermediates are going to start at a seal on top of the medium box on the very edge, and they will drop their hands down to the floor, and once their hands hit the floor, they will heel drive to a handstand. So it's almost like drop, whoop, very simple. You probably will have to spot that one, because most of them will probably just want to fly over and be loose. So make sure that they're being tight and that you're like wiggling them to make sure that they're tight and making sure they understand why it's important. And then advanced will do the same thing, but instead of stopping in handstand, they're going to heel drive all the way to their back. So you'll need an 8-inch for that station for advanced, but not for any of the other levels. Then at the table, beginners will run and jump up onto the table. We're going to have a mat they're going to run on and then jump. That way they don't run from forever back. The same thing will happen for intermediate, except they are not allowed to use their hands when they jump up. And advanced will run and jump up to a handstand. Then next, on a smaller panel mat, beginners will do kicks to handstand on a small panel mat. So you will have to help them get up there. Intermediates will do push-up position, hands on the panel mat, kick feet to heel drive. So they're self-explanatory. Hands go on the panel mat, feet go on the ground in a push-up, kick their feet to heel drive, working on being in a straight line and not like that. And then advanced will do, they will unfold that panel mat that they're using, and then handstand hop on top. If they can do that correctly, then you're welcome to hold it back up, but that might be a little tall for them at first. Then they're going to do band hurdles again still, because I feel like those have helped a lot with the younger kids especially. So we are going to still do those, but instead of that for advanced, they're going to do push-up hops up onto the purple panel mat, so that will help their handstand hops. So they will hop however many times you think that they should be able to. Intermediate and beginner have 8 stations. Advanced has 7, so there will be 1 less. And then the last station for beginner and intermediate, they will do push-up hops onto the purple panel mat. Beginner will only do 1, really working on having their arms straight. Intermediate, you can start to have them doing more than 1 as long as it's the right way. But yeah, that's all we got.